Merry Christmas! That was a terrible impression of Genji, but ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the channel, and madder to you. So it looks like Genji's Dragonblade, well, it is broke, but it's been acknowledged that it's broke, and they tried to fix it last patch, but it's still actually kind of broke, but they're going to fix his Dragonblade. So all you Genji mains out there are probably thinking, Sly, what are you talking about? What the hell is going on? Well, there's been a post by Jeff Goodman, who is, of course, the principal designer of Overwatch, and this is what he says. Before the last major patch, the amount of sword swings you could get changed depending on your latency. Strangely, if you had higher latency, you could swing more often. This bug was fixed, which caused some players to suddenly get less swings than they were used to. So, this made me laugh. It's like, if you had a higher ping, so you had more latency, so you had a worse connection to the server, then you would get more Dragonblade swings. You'd often end up with like 7. If you had a better ping, you'd probably only get 6. Slightly ridiculous, so it actually helped if you had a very poor internet connection and you were a Genji main, you could slash people more often, which is, well, frankly disgusting. Well, Jeff goes on to say this. Looking into this bug in more detail, the ping threshold before you could gain a single extra swing was somewhat low. So many people probably got used to 7 swings rather than 6. So, alright, that's what it says in the tin, right? The way it was designed, most people's connection, I think it's basically people with good connections. It's probably people with, like, he doesn't give us the figures, but let's just say, I don't know, 50 or 60 plus ping, maybe you got an extra swing. But if you had like 20 or 30, you kind of didn't get it, which is, well, a bit strange. Anyway, this is what he goes on to finally say. With that in mind, we're going to increase his swing speed overall. So he'll gain that 7th swing back for all players. So this is kind of a buff, but not really, because it's just a fix. But if you've got a better internet connection, you won't get punished anymore, regardless of latency. I'm not entirely sure when we can get that update into the players' hands, but we'll make sure it's in the patch notes when it hits. And ladies and gentlemen, you know how much I love the patch notes. This is very interesting to me because Genji is a hilariously, I don't want to use the phrase broken, but he has a lot of janky mechanics, and his Dragonblade is chief among them. I mean, just straight up that you could sometimes get 6 swings, sometimes you could get 7, and Jeff's explained why that was the case, and that they're going to fix it, so everybody should be able to get 7 swings now, which is more consistent, is good, and that's the thing with Genji, just consistency. It's like, it always annoys me with Genji that his deflect hitbox is massive, but it doesn't actually represent that in game. When he's doing his deflect animation, Genji's quite a slim sort of silhouette. You fire at him, and I mean, it especially triggers me because I play a lot of McCree and Soldier 76, so I'll be firing at Genji, and he's deflecting, and I tried to like helix rocket the ground near him, but he deflects it back at me, and it's like, go! Or you try and flashbang somewhere, and he's like, no, I'm actually deflecting it, like, Genji, come on. So there is still a lot of work that needs to be done to Genji, I think, but it's good that they are fixing his Dragonblade. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been an Overwatch micro news blast, and Genji's, well, his Dragonblade is getting fixed, so don't worry, Blizzard know it's an issue, and the fix is coming soon. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologise for the Genji gameplay in the background. It has been horrific because I cannot play Genji because I'm not a, well, I'm not a Genji main, and I think that's a good thing. Yeah. Toodaloo. Oh yeah, follow me on Twitter, which is @UnitLostGaming. I'll catch you next time. Toodaloo.